What's up, YouTube? It's your boy 360 Quentin. I'm back here with another video, man. And today we're gonna be talking about how to better your weak sides, man. True waivers, y'all know one side is stronger than the other. You got to work harder on one side more than the other. So today I'm gonna just be showing y'all how to better whichever side is the weakest to make it even up with your strong side. So let's get right into it.
On the beat, push me back roll. On me, why you watching on me? Why you looking at me like you want me?
Alright, to start off, you just want to determine which side is your weak side, which side has the most forks, which side the connections aren't connecting right, which side just don't look right to you. First tip I'm gonna give you, wolf. That's the first tip I'm gonna give you. Wolf a whole lot. And when you start brushing, I mean, you normally start with your weaker side anyway, so you're gonna brush that side more when you start. So make sure when you start your brush session, start with your weak side first, because you're gonna brush that side more, because especially when you're going around, you're gonna keep going around, you coming back to that side, you come back to that side. So make sure you start with your weak side first, and make sure you going in with that hard brush. Now, I don't mean no 5-10 minute brush session with your hard brush. I'm talking 30-35 minute brush session with your hard brush, because that's gonna pull your hair, laying it down, getting those forks out, and comb. A lot of people will be like, oh, only comb for 5 minutes. That's not doing nothing. That's not doing nothing. Make sure you combing just like you brushing, because that's gonna break forks. And pay attention to your angles. Pay attention to your angles. Don't just be willy-nilly combing or brushing, because that's not gonna help nothing. So when you woofing, make sure you're doing what you need to do, because you're not gonna become an elite waver if you're not doing what you need to do. And study your hair. Study your hair. Look at the angles that you brushing. Look at the way your waves are forming. Waves are going, one wave going this way, one wave going that way, but all your waves going with the one that's going straight. That means you need to change something up and make sure that you're brushing so all your waves can form together. Another tip, record yourself brushing so you can go back and watch and be like, oh, I'm not doing this right. That's why this wave is going that way. This wave is going that way, whatever. You want to make sure that you're recording yourself and using a mirror. Using a mirror so you can study your hair. That just ties into studying your hair, making sure you know what you're doing. Make sure you know how you're supposed to be doing it. Watch videos. Come back and watch my video. I got a lot of videos on how to break forks and stuff like that. I'm gonna update them, especially with the new year coming. But just study your hair. If you want to become an elite waver, or I mean, you just a casual waver, but you know those forks make your hair look ugly, study your hair, record yourself, do what you need to do. If y'all seen my videos, this is my weak side, this is my strong side. Weak side, I brush a lot more. You have to brush that side a lot more, because it's not gonna come overnight. You think your waves, you had a good brush session one night, next day you take off your do-rag, oh, it's broke. No, it's not going to be consistent. Consistency is key. Consistency is key, and that's with anything. That's with anything in life. You can apply that to anything in life. Stay consistent. But with this, you have to stay consistent, because hair don't just stay in that form without consistency. So you have to stay consistent with it. Another thing, rag up. Make sure you're ragging up after your brush session. A lot of people be like, oh, I'm just gonna brush and then go do what I need to do. No, rag up, save that progress, because if you didn't rag up after you brush, that's a wasted brush session. That's a wasted brush session, and it's just, you did that for no reason. You just wasted your time. You could have been doing something else. You just wasted your time, literally. And woof. I'm gonna go back to woof, because woofing is the best way to better your waves. To better your waves, better your connections, any of that. Make sure to woof and do some washing styles as well too, because that's the best way to better your connections, best way to fix any forks or anything, but be careful with the washing styles. Be careful with them, because if you're not careful with them and you're not using the mirror, you're not brushing how you need to be brushing, you can mess yourself up too. You can create forks and not take them away. So make sure you're paying attention to the way you're brushing, your angles and all that. Just make sure you studying your hair. Just study your hair. That's the main tip. Study your hair, because elite wavers know how their hair is, know that this side might slant, this side might go straight down. Woo. Know your hair, because that's the only way that you can become elite. That's the only way that you're gonna become elite. If you know your hair, know how you know what products need to go in, how long you need to brush for this to happen. Make sure you know your hair, and you'll be fine, man. Just brush, comb, and woof. And wear your do-rags. Wear your do-rags. You should know that. If you don't know that, why are you waving? Why are you waving? You should know that you have to wear your do-rag. You should know that you have to wear your do-rag. Now y'all know how to better your weak sides, how to become an elite waver. Just brush consistently. Brush, comb, because combing really helps. Hope these tips help. Hope y'all use them. Stay consistent. Hey, stay tuned. Like this video, subscribe, and hit that bell, man. Hey, and I'll see you on the next one. Keep God first. We out. Peace.